So this topic I feel immensely strongly about, and this video may involve a lot more spitballing of ideas than most of my previous videos. But let's do it anyway. Roll the intro. Greetings, fellow adventurers! Fred here, and welcome to the Digital Adventurer, the show that explores RPGs in the digital space. Now, whether it be on my Twitch streams or in a few videos here and there, I make no secret of how much of an Eragon fan I am. As of late, Paolini has officially unveiled the World of Eragon branding. This, like the Fractalverse branding, is the banner under which projects set in Allegatia will be released. And one kind of project Paolini mentioned in the reveal was games. Now, as someone who is starved for a Dragon Rider game since he pulled a plug on Scalebound years ago, this caught my attention. And so while this may have been Paolini covering various mediums, I can bet a lot of Eragon fans like myself aren't losing hope on the idea of a proper game in Allegatia. And what this video is a bit of fun, just bouncing ideas off the wall to come up with things for a possible Allegatia RPG. So without further preamble, let's dive into it. Kicking things off with the story of the game. This idea for a game is set before the fall of the Riders in what Brom described as Allegatia's Golden Age. This can give a much bigger image to the island of Vorengarg, or the home of the Riders prior to its fall, but imagine it. Your dragon has just hatched for you, and you are brought by the Riders to the island, where there are dragons and riders everywhere. And the game story gets progressively crazier as the game progresses. As far as characters, both good and bad, that we could meet, we could see Aromas, Eragon's teacher, as a younger elf with his dragon Glader. We could also see the smith Runon, I'm pretty sure I butchered the pronunciation there, who forged the blades for the riders. Heck, in RPG elements terms, you can go to Runon if you wish to upgrade or customize your sword, be it cosmetics or strength. But this idea isn't supposed to be a complete nostalgia trip. There should indeed be some new characters, such as fellow new riders and their dragons, as well as more experienced riders that have yet to be mentioned in Allegatia lore, and taking on quests with said riders, be it you and your fellow new riders are asked to take on a job, or you are tagging along with a more experienced rider as you do said jobs. As far as enemies go, I've got two options for the big bads that the story could center around. Assuming we set this game at the right time period, we could have the Razak be the primary enemy of the game, because Aroma's mentioned in one part of Eldest that the riders attempted to wipe out the Razak but failed. Well, this could be a chance to see that story unfold. The second option is also something that can be used to set up future content in the world of Eragon, because there have been talk of a nameless shadow stalking the fringes of Alagacia. What if this threat faced the riders before, and this game could set up what's coming in future books or other content in Alagacia? But this is a video game, so we need things to do in terms of gameplay. The first thing we need is definitely gameplay on the back of your dragon, be it air-to-ground combat, air-to-air combat. It doesn't need to be as fast-paced as Century Age of Ash, but something engaging and fun. Secondly, it is also important to have ground combat as well. With that, there's a trifecta to accomplish: swords, magic, and archery. You could make it so certain enemies aren't affected very well by one of those three, encouraging you to have a balanced character that uses all three of them, with the added addition of allowing you to call in your dragon for basically fantasy airstrikes of that variety. And this is where the smithy and older riders that I mentioned earlier can come into play. These characters can be helpful in terms of upgrading and enhancing your equipment, your spellcasting abilities, or teaching you new fighting or magic techniques that you can use to progress through the game or unlock new areas in some cases. And last but not least, cosmetics. I feel that any piece of gear that you get, regardless of stats or whether you have it in your inventory or not, is automatically saved to an appearance customization library, so you can mix and match for your ideal look and give you the ability to have your own custom style of Dragon Rider without having the need to be tied to your base stats. Overall, I feel that is a solid set of ideas for what can come from a game set in Alagacia. But that will have to be where we wrap it up. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this idea and any gameplay or story ideas I may have missed that I could possibly talk about in a future video. Sound off those in the comment section below. Oh, and if you are a returning viewer, thanks for stopping by. If you're new around here, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep up to date with everything I put out over here. You can find a link down below to my Linktree page where you can follow me on Twitch where I'm playing Star Wars The Old Republic. Check out my socials and my support pages. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the trail of adventure. Oh wait, hey there, Fred here from the future. Just letting you know that there will be links to as many of the mods I featured prominently in this video as I can find. And if any of you are interested in any of them. And before I roll the outro, here are a couple bloopers from the making of this video.
I've been hunting people in these parts for years.
How can I serve you, Thuri?